TATS. Two Asians talk sports.
What's up, Tats Nation?
What's that?
Welcome to number 39. Today is February 6th. Doing a little bit different. I'm actually having to produce the show today.
Yeah.
Turns out in Cali.
Yeah, it's.
But hey, we still here at the Full Labs though.
Yeah.
Still here at the Full Labs. So if there's any hiccups, a little bit slow, I do apologize.
It's not gonna go smoothly.
Yeah, but we'll get it figured out. But I already told you guys where we're at. We're still here at the Full Labs.
Downtown Fayetteville.
It's Chef Lou,
Dirty Rice.
two Asians.
Talk sports, man.
So let's go Mac Facts right away.
Mac facts right away. This is for Bernard, who was saying no boxing. No boxing. Hey, on this day, 1993, February 6, 93, was a big heavyweight fight. It was Big Daddy Riddick Bowe versus Michael Dynamite Dokes. It wasn't much of a fight, though. I don't know if you remember this, but the fight lasted about 2 minutes and some change.
Oh, yeah, it was a KO.
Dynamite, he blew himself up.
He blew himself up. What he got tired?
Big Daddy just showed whose daddy was. Dynamite wasn't Dynamite.
Man, can't mess with that.
2 minutes, man. It was some change. It was a TKO, man. I don't know. It was. The ref gave Dokes like a standing 8, and then when he got back in, it was just forget it. Never mind. Let's just end this.
Still got the paycheck though.
But Dokes
Still got the paycheck.
Yeah, he actually recently passed away, maybe like 5-6 years ago, actually. So, but he was a good fighter, back in the day. But man, that was not a highlight. Yeah. So what about the Losers Corner?
Put everybody on notice here. Losers Corner. Got the whole NFL on notice, man. Lowest rating since 2007. I'm not gonna lie. I did not watch the Super Bowl until the fourth quarter, but that was only because there was a TV around and it was convenient. But I was not going out of my way to try to
watch
this game. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that was the consensus that I've been hearing. I was like, I watched some of it. A boring game, blah, blah. And, it was. 3-3, lowest scoring Super Bowl game. I don't have the stats on this, but in a while for sure. They had the over-under at 54. What did they score, 16 points?
Yeah, the total score was, total was 16.
And they only had 6, all the way into the third quarter, so,
Jeez. Yeah, I don't know, just ratings in general. It's just
I mean, do you think it could be because of, the whole Kaepernick thing? I mean, I feel like there was a lot of things going on.
That's more of a last season thing. That's more of a
I feel like it's still going on,
It's still going on. It's just not as whatever, but it's
and they didn't like the halftime show.
Yeah, like I said, man. There's some underlying issues, but,
TATS. Two Asians talk sports.
A lot of people cut the cord. I know it was on network TV, so you probably get it free over the air, but yeah, people a lot of people just don't have, just don't have the interest. It's not the spectacle as it used to be,
Yeah, I mean, is it just because people are just tired of watching New England going in, going out? I don't know what it is, but there's just not a whole lot of interest. People are just not excited about
See, the thing is, people are tired of watching. I don't know. I mean, like when a team wins a lot, people either want to watch them win or watch them lose. You know.
That's true.
Yeah, so
I mean, Brady's got 6 rings.
Yeah. So it's just the interest. It's just kind of dipped. You know, at lowest since 2007. 2007, as in the Super Bowl that was played in 2007, or
Yeah,
2007 season.
They just based it off of the 2007 Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just off of that.
The Bears and the Colts.
That sounds
Super Bowl?
boring. Sounds like a boring matchup.
Yeah. It was in the rain too. That Super Bowl, if you remember.
They're just not a good look. They need to do something to refine the product, get the fans engaged again. Just because, I don't know. I mean, like, again, like, for me, like, I think the only game I watched was, really the Dallas games, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't care much for anything else. Once Dallas was out, I really didn't care about the other teams.
Now you just have a free weekend. Now your weekends are
there's
free now, you know?
There's going to be a lot of free weekends.
I know, right? Yeah.
There's definitely going to be a lot of free weekends. I mean, shoot. There's nothing coming up till April, and that's only a draft. You know?
Yeah,
There's
but
only a draft.
But yeah, they try to keep them in, you know, like NFL news is so like it's so drama. It's nothing really actually on the field, you know. It's just all this behind the scene things, you know, like if some dude went to the bathroom twice in a day, you know, people are like, hey, what's going on here? You know?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just everything. It's just like this Antonio Brown thing. Like,
yeah, he pushed a woman.
Yeah, it's nothing about what's gonna happen on the field. It's just
there's definitely a lot more headlines off the field than on the field.
So like NFL news is just it's just manufactured news. You know what I mean?
It's not. I feel like basketball is a lot more exciting.
Yeah, because it's just on the field. I mean, on the court. You know, people talk about what's happening on the court. You know what I mean? And they're not totally looking at injury reports. Oh man, my fantasy team is going to be all.
Well, speaking of injury reports, I do have one today. We'll talk about it a little bit, but I do have one today. I actually didn't put it on our agenda, but it's on there. We'll transition this to the weekly update. I mean, it's just it makes sense here, right? So obviously, we're gonna talk about Super Bowl results.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we kind of spilled the beans there a little bit. Pats winning again. Nothing new. I mean, I really don't have much to say here.
That you haven't heard already.
Yeah, there's really nothing there. I mean, you know, Patriots winning again. I mean, they just been in the Super Bowl, and it's like, but see, it's different though, because if it were the Warriors, like, it's still more exciting than just watching 60 minutes, not even of playable minutes, but just 60 minutes of guys going at it one game. I mean, that's just not as exciting as like over a series. Like, you know, let's really talk strategy, right? See each other 3 times. Let's talk strategy, right? But of course, you know, like these guys.
Strategies and adjustments. See, I think 60 minutes, it's you adjust on the fly.
Exactly.
That first drive doesn't work.
Exactly.
You gotta think something real quick.
I mean, you have halftime. That's what you have. You have halftime to figure it out. But we'll talk about a guy that's
figured it out.
Let's figure it out. Second year.
First year starter.
First year starter. First year he sat behind Alex Smith. I mean, this guy put up some numbers. 66% completion rate, almost 5,100 yards, 50 touchdowns, 12 picks, 113 rating, MVP season, well deserved. Is this the ceiling, or do you think there's more? Can he top this?
He can, but it'd be tough. I mean, you can't go much higher unless.
Is it one of those things to where they didn't have enough tape on him, which is why he had the season, or are we gonna see this again next year?
Yeah, I think tape has something to do with it. It's kind of like, I don't mean, like, yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, sometimes a quarterback just has, like, that first big year, and all of a sudden, they kind of figure him out.
Yeah, like, this will be his sophomore ball, right? Technically, it's his sophomore
Sophomore
ball.
slump.
Yeah, the sophomore slump. Man, I don't know. I think not having Hunt hurts them going into next year. Having a full year of not having Hunt, not having a legit running back. But I think eventually they're probably going to figure out how to guard Hill, and that's really his threat. I mean, like obviously big chunks of yards
the game breaker,
going to Hill. I mean, obviously he spreads the ball out, but
he's a threat every down.
He is a threat. But the thing is, dude, like this is his first season, like his first full season being the guy. I'm excited to see what he brings. I think he can top this. Like, I think he can break this next year, right? I mean, maybe a little bit more yards. I don't think he get too much more yards. It's not like he's going to go from 5,000 to 6,000. Touchdowns, it's probably going to be right about there, but I want to see him cut his picks down, get the completion rate up.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's got a weapon everywhere. Like, Kelsey's probably top 2 or 3.
Top tight end, yeah.
Right? You have Hill. He's not going to be considered a top receiver, but he's definitely...
It's strike fear, they got him lined up.
Quick.
Yeah,
he's quick. I mean, you have a capable Sammy Watkins. And then, I don't know, do they have another guy? They'll probably get another guy.
Yeah, they have some guys.
Another guy. And then, their running back is always going to be a threat to catch the ball out of the outfield, the backfield there.
Yep. Yeah, and he's known to make just crazy plays. I mean, make something out. It's crazy. Just
he'll be fine. I think he'll get better. He'll get better.
It's gonna be tough to top those numbers. Be tough. Be tough, man. 5,100 yards, 50 touchdowns. Man, that's.
I can see it happening.
I can see it happening, but you have to be a little lucky to stay healthy.
Well, the thing is here's the thing is
some of the balls.
Are they going to push the offense like they did this year? Because this is what I don't understand. A lot of times, teams that come out, they're like, oh yeah, this style works. They're like, hey, you know what? Next year, just to throw everybody off, we're not gonna do it like this. Like it's one of those things. Why fix something that's not broken? It's just like how whenever, I probably refer back to this so many times, Atlanta, New England a couple years ago, right? Atlanta was doing so well the first half. And then what happened? Like, hey, you know what? Hey, we crushed them, we killed them. Hey, you know what? Let's be conservative now. Let's not go balls to the wall. Let's just play to not lose.
Some people just like to get creative. Yeah, I mean, they're, it's kind of like, I don't know, I mean, like just to throw them off. You know how, some musical artists, when they've had a good run and then they drop a CD or whatever. Now, CD, man, I sound old now. But they drop something, like an album.
Mixtape.
And,
8-track.
And it sounds nothing like what they've had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell was he thinking? Because they just try to get creative and try.
Because everybody's about mumble rap, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
I'm saying,
that's what it is. I mean, that's why a lot of true music people be like, hip hop is destroyed, right?
Commercialism, something,
It is, man. All this mumble rap.
I'm just saying that
I could be a rapper.
That's why,
look at Lonzo Ball's.
Oh man, no.
Man, y'all don't want me going off on that. I mean, I still have it, man. The last time I did it, it was stuck in Sam's head for weeks.
Oh man, yeah.
So I'm not gonna go there, man. I don't. For his mind, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, see, but applying that to football, like you said, they tried to change it up. You know what I mean?
Don't get cute, man.
Yeah,
just
see, exactly.
It works. And it's doing fine. That's a hell of a season. Hey, man, keep improving on it, man. You still have to improve. Don't be a Jason Garrett. Don't get me wrong. Don't just keep doing the same thing, but have the same style of attack. You know, it just doesn't apply to Jason Garrett. It's like, oh, okay, We could run first down, run second down, and we could hope for a third and short, and then we'll throw a dump pass to Jason Witten.
Speaking of Jason Garrett, though, Jerry Jones said he's not getting an extension.
Hey, man, there's a...
How do you feel about that?
Oh,
Are you mad?
Oh,
come
no,
on!
I love
man.
that.
You know you
I
mad.
love that. No,
Love Jason Garrett.
There's some talks. I don't know how this is gonna happen. There's some talks. I was reading this the other day. We're trying to go for Sean Payton. Like we've always been linked to him. I mean, he used to be our old offensive coordinator. Like way back before he got the head coaching job. But I'm like, is he really gonna leave? I mean, is he gonna leave because Breeze is gonna be done, and then he's just gonna come over? But there's been links there, and there was an actual rumor. And I'm just like, I love to see it, but I love the not extending Jason Garrett because he doesn't deserve an extension, man.
But he's a yes man.
Yes, man, obviously is not winning, right?
Jerry Jones like that.
Hey, man, Jerry Jones should not run the damn football team, man. Should not.
It's his team. Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Well, I mean, to him, he doesn't matter because the valuation just keeps going up.
Yeah.
Whether they win or lose, it doesn't matter, right? That's a great thing. I don't have to win. I just gotta put on a good show.
Yeah. Every sports franchise, like the major sports, value just keeps going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you win or lose.
Yeah.
What do you think these small market teams aren't doing anything? What do you think baseball's not doing anything? We're gonna get to that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go into something here. I read this article. Mm-hmm. Actually, one of our buddy Tony had this posted. And I saw it on his feed, and so I was like, let me check this out. So Coach Morris, for off seasons, like, hey, like I love this. Like I love to hear this. I mean, like I'm not gonna lie and tell you I'm the biggest Razorback supporter. I'm not from here. This is not my team. This is not my state. So I have the right to choose. So for people who are hating, just hey, man, like I'm not from here. From Dallas. I don't have a team, so I can cheer for whoever team I want, like the Golden State Warriors. I'm just like,
boat riding.
Boat riding.
Get outta here.
This boat riding ass. But so this whole story here is that Coach Morris stripped everybody's gear. No Razorback gear. That's why his name is written on the back of his shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it includes him down to the coaching staff. It's not just the players. He said, if you want to wear Hogs gear, you need to earn it. Love that. Love that motivation. Even though, there's some guys who are already going to get it. But, it's a good thought, right? It's a good thought. So I definitely don't have any problems with that. I think it'll teach these young men a thing or two.
Yeah.
And
Life lessons, man.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like that. Just really make him quote unquote earn it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll let you give us an update here on Hogs basketball.
Oh man, they've won about 4 in a row now. Won a big road game at LSU on Saturday.
Yeah, that was big. We were watching that one. It was scary. They had an 18-point lead.
Yeah, they were about to. Oh man, that was. Man, I would have been. Probably would have been rage drinking.
Yeah. If Trent was here. I mean, we had the Hennessy, we had the Ciroc. What else did we have?
Some wine.
We had
whatever.
Yeah,
man.
it would have been bad.
Yeah.
If they didn't score that last go-ahead bucket. But we prevailed, so
yeah.
So good job, and I think they beat
Vanderbilt. Yeah. Last night.
Yeah, last night.
So,
started off a little slow, but I guess they got it.
Yeah, they turned it around. I think they hit a 3 to win the game.
Yeah, I think they won by 2, right? So I guess they were down by 1.
Yeah, something. Yeah. I don't remember correctly, but it was a late shot that they made. So, you just got to keep rolling.
Got to keep rolling.
Man, what about the guys that we know get paid? I mean, what about those guys that play basketball?
Oh man, those guys. Let's talk about my favorite. Let's talk about my favorite team. Mavericks.
Mavs, huh?
Hey man, this is a big trade.
Yeah.
You know why it's a big trade? Because it's also a scary trade. Porzingis is not going to play this year.
Yeah.
He's a restricted free agent after this year too. So I mean,
And he might not play at all.
yeah. Well, he's not going to play this year for sure. But I mean, they said Cuban said they're all on the same page. Porzingis is on board, seeing the vision, will be signing a big contract, long-term contract at the end of the year. That's some gamble, dude. Like, I mean, you're talking about trading 2 first-round picks. I mean, forget the expiring contracts. Oh, and you gave up Dennis Smith Jr., right? Who has, which is really the trade chip.
Yeah.
But you're talking about giving all those up. So I don't count DeAndre Jordan. I don't count Wesley Matthews because those are just, like, they're expiring contracts, right? But you give up Dennis Smith Jr. and 2 first-round picks for a guy that you don't know for sure will sign unless he signs that contract, unless the ink is still wet on that thing. Like, it doesn't mean he will. Yeah. We did this move before with less, like trading less with, who's that center with the high top?
Center with the high top.
Noel. No, yeah. The former 76er.
I see his face.
Yeah.
No, who you talking about? Yeah, but can't get a name on it. But yeah.
Yeah, he plays for the Thunders now. But yeah, we gave him up, and him and Carlisle did not click at all. We gave him a fat contract extension. Well, we offered it. It was like $80 million. Didn't sign. Instead, signed the qualifying offer so he can be unrestricted the following year. Then went away. But you know what? I'm glad because he ain't getting paid. And I hate to not see a man get paid, but hey, man, when you mess with my team, you ain't getting paid. But here's another thing that Cuban said as well is that the mistake that he made with Nash and Dirk was that he let Nash go too early. He said he is not going to make that mistake with Luka and Porzingis. I'm excited, man.
And 2 European players.
I'm really excited because, like, I mean, we're not going to see them this year, unfortunately, but, I mean, Luka definitely a playmaker. I don't think anybody's going to argue that.
He's a baller, man. He's balling.
And then, now you have Porzingis, unicorn, guy can do it all. I guess he'll play the power forward. And then, now if we can just, like...
I like his style, man.
I like his style.
He's not soft, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll dunk on you and taunt, I
like the scenario that I gave you last time, with the whole Golden State thing. I'm like, hey, man, if the Mavs can pick up DeMarcus Cousins, we're going to be pretty damn dangerous. I don't know if we have enough money. Yeah. I don't know if we have enough money. That's the problem because he's obviously going to want like a max contract. I don't think we have even a max slot available because we have to take on a few contracts. Tim Hardaway and Courtney Lee. I don't think Courtney Lee's expiring, but unless we get rid of them, because that's the thing we're missing is we're missing a big man. Yeah. And if you can get DeMarcus, a big man that can pass and shoot the long ball, we're gonna be dangerous.
But last week you were talking about him staying in.
Well, I mean that's what Golden State should do if they want to contend.
Okay.
But now I'm just like, hey man, because before DeMarcus is probably not gonna go to Dallas. I mean like DeMarcus and Luka honestly is not enough, right? But now you have another guy that can give you 20, 30, on any given night. You add a big man, which will be our weakest position, right? Because we have shooters. You can get shooters. You can get shooters cheap, right? Seth Curry was a shooter. We got him cheap, right? Kyle Korver's a shooter. You can get those guys cheap. Like, guys that just come in, just shoot the ball. You can fill out the roster with that. And then on top of that, we still have Harrison Barnes, man. Like, we need to get rid of him. That's what we need to do. Get rid of him. We might be good.
Yeah. You know what you should do? Go ahead at the end of the season. Just go ahead and put him on your 2K team. You be good, man.
Put him, I don't know. I'll have to play out the whole season. No, the thing is now I have to get the new version of 2K in 2020. Well, yeah, it'll be 2K 2020 or 2K20, whatever.
2K20.
Yeah, whatever. For that. But, you know, this week, well, since we last spoke, I mean, it's all about
Possibilities.
It's about trades and everything.
Trade talks, man.
So this is what's currently going on. This is the latest offer. That was from the 4th, right? Mm-hmm. I have heard since the 5th, today's the 6th, that Lakers are backing out. Because
AD, yeah.
Pelicans aren't even responding. But this is going to be the best offer they can get. But I think New Orleans wanted like
4 first-round
Yeah,
picks.
4 first-round picks. Like, get out of here. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
I mean, when somebody says they want 4 first-round picks, they don't expect to get it, but that's a starting point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, what about 2 and, you know?
I mean, they're giving them the entire young core. Ball, Kuzma, Ingram. That's the whole farm that they have. You know? And
it's the farm here.
Yeah, and it's still not enough. And it's funny. Last night, where were they? Where did they get blown out by last night? Where were the Lakers at?
Indiana, right?
Oh, yes.
Indiana. Yeah, Indiana.
When Ingram was on the line, they were chanting. What were they chanting?
Like LeBron wants to fire you.
No.
Like that.
LeBron wants to trade you. That's what they were chanting. It was hilarious, man.
It's dirty, man.
That's how bad it's gone, and I think there's now a rift between the team, and it should. They want to trade you. So I don't see. I don't think that's a good spot for a young guy. But I mean, the thing is, like, when you jump on a team with LeBron, like, if you're young, like, you're an asset now to get traded. You're not an asset to be this championship team. Like, LeBron wants vets, and the way that the Lakers were built out is they were trying to stack up all these young talent. They were so excited about getting Lonzo number 2. They had Ingram. They're like, oh, we're going to build. And they also picked up Kuzma.
Yeah, it's like...
And then LeBron comes and it changes everything,
Yeah, it's like poker, you get a good hand, you get something good on the flop, and all of a sudden...
Oh, son.
Oh, yeah, Oh, man.
I haven't been on the felt in a while, man. Ooh, I miss it.
All right?
It's a
it
flop.
It messes up, like, how you going to play now, because, oh, crap.
Yeah, man, you could have, you could have pocket aces, man. You can have the best starting hand, but it doesn't mean you're going to win the game, man.
Exactly.
It's still about the
That's
flop.
basically what they got. They said, all right, we're going to play this with some young talent, then...
Yeah. I mean, you see a lot of people, it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to just call us. Let's see what happens on the flop. Because you know what? They call it, you know what? I'm going to trap this guy. I'm going to place him post-flop. You know what? Pre-flop, he think he got this? No, he don't want none of this pre-flop. I'll play him post-flop. He'll just get outplayed.
Yeah, so, yeah, they're going to... Looks like they want to clean house and just get some vets in.
I think they are.
So... Yeah,
but then I mean that means it's
But
the thing is, like, I don't think
was there a riff, like some arguments?
Like Beasley came out and said no, that didn't happen and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like we never got physical and whatnot. But the thing is, like, here's a problem: is that the Lakers will not give the best offer.
Will not. Who's gonna give the best offer?
Dude, Celtics are willing to include Jason Tatum.
That's probably the best player they'll get. But
I wonder if it's a trap. Will Boston really give up Tatum? Because you got to think about it this way. Davis did not put Boston on his I will sign a long-term contract destination. Surprisingly, he put that Milwaukee will be a place that he will go and sign long-term. Maybe he wants to play with Giannis. I mean, that could be scary, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's the same team. A team that can't shoot. And they'll probably have to give up the farm.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you know what? I take that back. They don't even have much to give up.
They just got Giannis in.
Yeah, it'll be like...
I mean, they're not even... a lottery. I mean, they're top 4 in the conference. You know what I mean? And it's not like they're gonna get really high.
Yeah. By the way, Giannis is not happy that Thon Maker is traded.
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know.
Maybe he's
Is
looking
that-
for
is
a
that-
way
yeah,
out
Is
now.
that setting up? Is that a
Yeah,
setup?
set up to go.
Is that a setup for the Greek to leave eventually?
What if they did a swap?
I don't know. I feel
What if they did
like I feel
that?
like Giannis. Like I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna say this now, right here. That I see Giannis as a very, very loyal guy, and he's never gonna ask for that.
Yeah.
Like I see him as a lifer for Milwaukee. He may never win anything, but I think he's gonna be a lifer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a lifer, like a Karl Malone with the Jazz.
Yeah, just because like, I
He
see him,
just
I
played
see him,
with him for a
I see
long-
him as that guy. Just and also because I think he's a little soft spoken as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he came into this league young, like very young. So yeah, so I can definitely see him being a lifer because he's just not going to speak up. Like he needs to build his leadership.
It's kind of hard, you know, coming in from another country, this and that. You know what I mean? Not understanding the culture and everything.
Well, I mean, like he's starting to make a little splash on social media. He's starting to be funny. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I think earlier this year he challenged The Rock to a wrestling match. I thought that was hilarious.
No, the funniest thing I heard him say, I think I said on the show already. Somebody asked him if he played Fortnite, but then he said, but I foreplay at night.
Yeah.
He told it it's like with his girlfriend with him,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, Never you mentioned this.
I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
I was just laughing so hard when I heard that. But yeah, he's trying to be funny. But like I said, you know, it takes years to really, I mean, to be a leader. You know what I mean? It's just
He's getting there.
yeah, he's.
I mean, he's
getting it, but-
in the MVP talk. I mean, or is he gonna be acquired where he doesn't talk?
Yeah, I mean he probably just wants to, you know, what he does on the court show. You know what I mean?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right, so final question regarding that. Give me the probability. Give me a percentage. I need a percentage of AD being moved tomorrow, because that's the trade deadline.
50-50.
I'm going 60%.
Yeah.
If he does get moved, there's only one place, obviously.
L.A.
Yeah, that's the only place he's going tomorrow.
Yeah.
Off season, whole new ball game.
Yeah, and they're not even letting him play. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're not letting him play right until.
Well, it's after the trade deadline to make sure he doesn't like get any sort of injury.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna devalue it because then the Lakers will be like, okay, yeah, one first round's good.
Never
one
mind.
first round's good.
Second
No, they're
round-
still gonna take him regardless.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it's just.
But the thing is, like, Lakers want him now, so then next year they can start competing because they're like, well, now you're 2 years into LeBron's 4-year contract. He only's got 2 years left. He's also now 3 years older. So we'll see
You
what
want him now?
Yeah.
We got to go now.
we gotta go.
We gotta go now. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, about 50-50. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 60%. I feel like something like it could just be, you know, right before 3 p.m. It's like hey man, give me 2 first rounds and we're good. And it's gonna happen.
Or the general manager of the Pelicans says, "Hey, that deal's still on the table."
Yeah. Hey. or maybe it's like, hey,
still on.
if anything, they'll be like, hey, throw Hart in the deal. Because I actually didn't see Hart on there. They'll bring somebody they want. But the thing is, like, all those guys are not long-term assets. And I really hate that LeVar came out. It's like, yeah, Lonzo's not going to play in New Orleans. Give him to Phoenix or something. Like, I hate that, man. That could mess things up. Even though I don't know if they even really want Lonzo. I don't know how Lonzo and Drew Holiday is going to go because Drew Holiday is already on a max.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
At
But
a
all right,
bar.
let's move on to a trade that did happen.
Oh yeah, that's right. How do you feel about that, man? They just get
I don't agree with this.
makes their star power line, man. Jeez. Why not? What's wrong? What's wrong with Harris?
I don't have anything wrong with Harris.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't agree with this article.
Oh, okay.
This is an ESPN article. It says, by adding Harris and not sacrificing any of their top 4 players to do so, Philly now has a starting 5, blah, blah, blah. The only team that can compare to them in the league at this point is Golden State. Get the fuck out. How is that even close?
Somebody sipping on Kool-Aid, man. Feeling good. Like, hey. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's not even close. Like, I mean, it bothered me so much that I'm gonna have to grab a Michelob.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you couldn't stay away from it? Bring me one too. Yeah. Is it cold? That's cold enough.
Yeah, man, like, the guy that wrote this article, I'll find his name. If y'all really want it, I'll find his name, but...
He's probably getting hate mail from you, huh?
You can search ESPN, like, how does Ben Simmons, J.J. Redick, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid even stack up to even for you to say that it's comparable to the Golden State Warriors? Golden State Warriors have probably the best point guard, maybe the second best small forward, maybe the third or fourth best shooting guard, and probably a top 5 center.
Yep.
And Ben Simmons, what is he? What is he? A point guard? What is he?
I don't know, but
Whatever he is, he's not the top of his position. JJ Redick is maybe top 15 at his position. Jimmy Butler's good, maybe top 7-ish somewhere in there. Tobias Harris, not gonna lie, probably doesn't even make top 20 at his position. And Joel Embiid is probably along the line of a top 5 center.
Yep, top 5 center.
So
yep.
for him to put an article like this, it's just like,
What is he smoking on?
who paid you to write that article?
Sixers fans.
Like, how is that even? Yeah, that just blew my mind. Like, the trade to me maybe improved them. Yeah, it gives them a shooter, which is what they're lacking. But to say that now the only team that's comparable would be the Golden State Warriors because they have 4 stars. No, Tobias Harris is not a star. JJ Redick is not a star. I guess the meter's 5.
He's
guy.
a good. He's
good.
He's good.
He's not a star.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you're like, hey, you know, if we were to start a team, I can see people saying, okay, you know, in the later rounds, I'll start with Ben Simmons, or, you know, I can start with Jimmy Butler.
Redick. I mean,
but JJ's not on that conversation.
Butler and Embiid probably the best players right there. You know?
Yeah, like Simmons definitely taking a step back, and what's hurting him is not having a shot, because you just gotta have a shot in this league.
Yeah, if you can't have,
if you can't shoot,
they're just gonna back
you have
off.
problems.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, that's also what is hurting Giannis, is he doesn't have a shot. It was actually just the other day when they were playing Golden State. I saw this on Instagram. He took a 3-pointer and he airballed it, and Bradley Beal was like. it was funny, man. It was funny.
Oh,
and, like, the shot already went out of bounds, and then he did it. It's like a late reaction. But, you know, like, the thing is, like, that's what's hurting you. Like, you have to have a shooter. You know, this
You just gotta have a respectable shot.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to. Like, I mean, like, you know, they'll leave Ben Simmons open all day. Just like this year. He had 2 back-to-back highlights on, like, 2 or 3 games. You know, like, 21-foot jumper, his longest career. Oh, now 22-foot jumper.
Yeah,
you know?
you dog. But the other day, you dog people who take these long 2s. You dog them.
I do, but I mean, for Simmons, it's just funny. Simmons is just funny. It's like, it has to be, it's a highlight. It's a thing that, 22-foot jumper.
Longest of his career.
Longest of his career. He just broke it. He broke it just the other night. But, yeah, I just think it's laughable. Like, do I have a problem with this trade? No, I don't care about this trade, honestly, because...
Just the article, huh, is what's bothering
like,
me.
the article definitely bothered me. I don't think... Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't even know who to pick. Like, right now, if you say, hey, pick somebody from the East to represent, like, I don't even know who to pick.
Oh, come on, man. You know who to pick. This could come down between Boston and Toronto, man. Toronto just put the smackdown on the Sixers.
Oh, man. Oh, here's a funny one. I don't understand this trade rumor. So, because you brought up Toronto, this is also not on the agenda.
But yeah, whatever. We'll talk about it.
Kyle Lowry and Valanciunas are being discussed for Mike Conley
Oh yeah,
and Marcus Gasol.
I saw that.
That makes no damn sense. Lowry is, like, single-handedly probably still, if not the second best player in the team.
Yep.
The guy,
And he's probably the most popular. How are you gonna trade? You traded one of the most popular.
you trade DeMar.
You got Lamar. You know what I'm saying?
It makes no sense to me. Why would
mean-
that even happen? Conley is not that guy.
Nope.
He just signed a fat contract, which is why when he signed that fat contract, highest paid point guard, I never understood because I'm not gonna lie. Up until that point, like this is no BS. I've never heard of him.
Really?
Seriously, up until he signed that contract, I had no idea who Mike Conley was. Never heard of him, but it's also because I don't watch Memphis games. But then again, I also don't watch Toronto games.
Yeah.
Which is also not a big market, right? I don't watch all the games, right? But I know what some of these players are. I've never heard of Mike Conley up to him signing that record extension. And I'll put this on anything. You can ask my best friend, Lamb, because we had this discussion that whenever Conley signed that contract, I'm like, who is this guy? Like, because I've seriously never heard of him. And you know what? To this day, like, I just still don't think he's really done much.
To this day.
No, to this day. Who was that? That was,
The guy
that
who
was the
fought.
boxer. That was the boxer.
Yeah, the
right?
guy, isn't it? Yeah, Wilder, I think. Wilder.
To this day.
To this day.
Like I'm like
Really?
he hasn't done anything. I think he said at that time the fattest contract was like 154 mil. I think that's what he signed.
Yeah, he's.
But
I've
I
seen
don't
him
know
on highlights and everything. I've seen
I
him
don't
highlights.
know him. I still don't know him. So for me, that's stupid. Because what you're doing is you're pretty much taking on a lot of money because he's still owed money. I don't know Mark's situation. I think he only has like a year left. But regardless, like, doesn't make any sense. Oh, and when we were talking about injuries, John Wall made it back into the headlines.
Yeah, isn't he?
Now he's done for next year.
Yeah, he's done for next year.
Because it's a personal injury to his, I think, Achilles.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Doing something at the house.
Oh, it's one of those injuries where
Yeah,
it's
it was one of those. Like it probably didn't even happen at the house, but they just say it happened at home. You know, Stephen A. Smith is probably all over that crap.
Yeah, because he.
He got it. He did it at the bar. What's that bar called? What's that bar called in DC?
What, the strip clubs?
No, the one that not those bars, not those type of clubs, but the one that they said is very nice, and he's been caught frequent.
Yeah.
That he's been over there a lot.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I don't know, but yeah,
But yeah, John Wall back in the headlines
for the wrong reasons.
for the wrong reasons. Washington made a trade. Finally dumped Porter. Man, they need to dump Beal.
Yeah, they just gotta.
But
They just gotta completely move on from both.
They can't now. They can't now because Beal is gonna be the only guy next year. There goes your trade deadline plans.
Man, they had potential too, man. I don't know, man. They just had.
I think Wall and Beal is the same thing as Lillard and McCollum. Just doesn't work, right? Because let's think back, and I'm completely pulling this out of my ass. When was the last time that two great guards made a championship caliber team? Right? It usually has to be a combination of a guard and a big man, right? Either a small forward, power forward, or even a center, right? It was Kobe and Shaq. It was Wade and Shaq. When Wade won it by himself, who did he have? Well, I don't think he had anybody at then. So it was just him. It was just a guard, right? But whenever
I can pull out of my ass that had is you got to go back to Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars.
Yeah, that's way back.
Yeah,
that's way back.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
be a little more modern era, like because even when Golden State won it the first time,
they had
the MVP was Iggy small forward with Steph Curry, Draymond Green.
That's what
Clay
I'm
didn't
saying.
get it. I don't think Clay did well.
You got to go way back to get like two really good guards that were on a championship team.
I think that's just not a recipe for building a championship nowadays because you need some sort of forward, whether it's a small, power, even a center, and then you need a good guard. But you don't need the best shooting guard and the best point guard in the league.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's going to win anything for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you go back to the Bulls, it's Jordan Pippen,
Yeah.
Small forward guard.
Yep.
Go.
So That's the combo, and so
Yeah, see? Yeah.
so I'm surprised that like I called it before the season is that Washington's gonna blow the team up, Portland's gonna blow the team up. Surprised Portland hasn't done anything. I mean, they should.
They should have done it after that flop.
I mean, they still
against the Pelicans.
yeah, they still have some time to they have a few hours to dump somebody. But I mean, obviously, Washington's kind of stuck now, but they're trying to blow up everything else, right?
See if anything goes down tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be
a
interesting.
really interesting day tomorrow.
Yeah, we got another like 20 some hours, 23 hours. No, like 19 hours, 19 more hours. So let's go on to something that's been very, very slow moving.
Yeah, there's no movement on freaking free agent signings in baseball.
Sam, is anybody gonna get signed in the next 7 days? When we come back next week for episode 40, is any of the big names? All right, I'm not even talking just Machado and
Harper
anymore. Like even a name like Keuchel or who's the closer? Craig Kimbrell.
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna move? Right. Like just give me a probability. Again, just give me a percentage. Next 7 days, do a big name move.
I think Keuchel will get signed.
Can I get signed?
Probably re-sign with the Astros.
All right, so I'm gonna be a little different. I'm gonna be a little bit aggressive here. I'm gonna say 100% in the next 7 days. By the time episode 40 is done, right? So we have to like 8:30 p.m. Central Time next week. I'm gonna go with the two big dogs. Harper or Machado will be signed.
Yeah.
By next
Both
week.
of them or
no, just one of them.
either.
But the thing is, once one of them signs, the other's gonna go
yeah.
probably within the next 36 hours. Like I think it's gonna be pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah. I believe that.
Sorry, not 36 hours. I meant 72. I mean 3 days. But
I mean, pitchers. I mean, they report in like 2
spring
weeks.
training is like in a week
Around the corner.
Yeah. So yeah, something's gonna happen. The last
Especially
update
with these pitchers, like Keuchel, he's got to stretch out.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's not gonna sign in mid March and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Expect to be throwing 90 pitches.
Yeah, it's not gonna work
You know what
out.
I'm saying? Like,
It's not gonna
at the
work
beginning
out.
of the season. It's
Yeah,
not gonna-
like the latest that I heard is so the Yankees were holding out on Arenado, but now there's rumors that he could sign a fat extension with Colorado. So if that actually goes through, they said they're pretty close to making that happen. If that happens, they'll be back in the mix for Machado. Machado has an offer that White Sox are just going to leave on the table, which is like $175 million. I told you he wasn't getting $250.
Yeah.
Like, this is not even close. I mean, like, they would think, well, it's only $75 million apart. Well, $75 million of $175 million is almost like, what, 40-some%?
Yep.
So,
I mean, the year. I mean, I saw an article like the pros and cons of signing like a 1-year deal for Harper or something like that.
Yeah.
The Giants are. I saw like they're gonna make an attempt at him. The Padres.
yeah. Even
I don't even know, man.
I think San Francisco came into the mix for Harper as
See,
well.
the thing is, I truly feel like he probably would prefer to be out west. I just have a feeling.
Well, I mean, he ideally wants the Dodgers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm
Ideally.
thinking. But
So.
he might sign for a shorter tenure, bigger bucks.
I don't know. I think that's a risk, man. I think, you're a free agent now. You might as well try to land that fat contract. But obviously, teams are scared.
Yep.
Teams are scared of committing money. Again, like I keep going back to the Yu Darvish example.
He wants more than Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton.
But that was a 12-year, 325.
Yeah. See,
It was a 13-year, 325.
Yeah, it's such a long tenured contract. You know what I mean?
How many years was that $300 million offer from Washington? Do you remember?
No, I don't know. But yeah,
I wonder if that's on the table. Actually, it probably can't be, right? Because they spent over 100 on Corbin.
Corbin, yeah.
But see, here's the thing. Harper goes back to the Nationals. I don't think that's where he wants to be.
Yeah.
But they're probably offering the most money. But I also don't think that makes them a contender. I don't think Harper
Is the guy.
Yeah, like unfortunately he's not. He's a great individual star.
Baseball's-
However,
you need a bunch of dudes. Man.
yeah, that's the thing. Like he's not that guy. I mean, like they had a stacked team. I mean, you had Daniel Murphy like hitting the ball like crazy. You have Taylor. You have who's that? The rookie third baseman. That's DeSoto? No. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can really smack it. And then you have Harper. You have you had Eaton, Adam Eaton. You had Jason Worth. You had Zimmerman. That's star-studded.
Yeah, and then you had like 2 pitchers really good, Strasburg and.
It was, man.
Yeah, see, he's hurt all the time.
I have a thing about Strasburg, but
and Scherzer, you know what I mean?
Scherzer is not a postseason performer.
I know.
I think it's because he goes so hard during the regular season.
No.
Seriously,
Yeah,
like,
I believe about it.
and sometimes he just has bad outings against like inferior teams. Like I think Scherzer sometimes struggles with Atlanta. He struggled with Atlanta a lot this year, I think. But Atlanta was all right this year.
And they play him 18 times. A season. So you're gonna pitch against them a lot.
They had bullpen problems. They had bullpen problems. But you know, I just want to see like a complete team. You know, like whenever the Yankees were spending money, everybody hated it. Mm-hmm. But man, it was great. Everybody's getting paid. You got like top guys at like all the positions.
They don't even spend like that anymore.
I don't know, man. They're gonna have to. Stan's on a fat contract. You know you're gonna have to.
Yeah. I mean,
Judge is pretty far away from.
But I'm just saying, they used to have like money all over the field. Now,
I mean, like
their farm system.
They're in the farm system now, which is weird. Right? Like, I mean, because before, like, you know, they had all the big names. They had like Teixeira, McCann, A-Rod. They still have Jacoby. He's not even playing, but they're still paying him like $25 million, which is ridiculous.
See,
right?
See, I think they kind of learned like.
But now like they can't do that because I mean I think the only big money is Stanton and Teixeira. I mean Tanaka. I think that's the only big money they have locked up because Didi's not on a big contract.
Yeah, Stanton. He's
Judge is not a big
crazy.
contract.
I just found it fishy though when Derek Jeter took over the Marlins. He sent him to the Yankees.
Yeah, there's a lot
oh man, that's just fishy, man.
Nah, we'll see. I mean, they were unloading. They were unloading like crazy.
Yeah,
but
thing is, man, they got that new stadium. They said they were gonna compete and this and that. They lied, man. They lied.
I mean, how many times has Florida done? I mean, Florida, but the Marlins done that, right? I mean, that's just what they do. Like, they have all this talent. The thing is, like,
the new stadium was going to be, like, they're going to be able to compete financially more, you know? But
I think that's just how
they just
the
lied.
Marlins organization has always done, right?
Yeah.
They probably have one of the better farm systems as far as, like, consistency. You know, they may not all end up, like, in the top 100 prospects, but their guys perform. They have developed so many great talent, and the reason why they keep replenishing is because they end up trading these guys away. They never get to see the full potential because I think it's an ownership problem, right? I mean look at D. Gordon, right? Former batting champ, gone. Christian Yelich, MVP candidate, or did he win it? He won it, right? Whatever. For either he won it or he was, top candidate. Yeah. Gone. Ozuna was good. Gone. Stant was good. Gone. Right? And then they're about to trade their catcher. He's about to be gone. Right? The thing is, like, they're always just gonna suck because they're just gonna keep trading and they're gonna get billed. Oh, these guys are good. Oh, we have one good winning season. We didn't make the playoffs. Hey guys, the whole farm is for sale. Give me something. And that's what makes baseball bad, which is why, like, I hate the shared compensation because it should be like, hey, if you suck, you also, like, just like draft picks, right? If you suck, you get a high draft pick, but you're going to get a low payout, right? You keep sucking, the owners are not going to make money because at the end of the day, owners are still making money.
Shared compensation
they don't care.
Comes from how the NFL has been so successful, though. Revenue sharing.
But there's just some teams that just suck.
See, the thing is,
I hate to keep going back to this, but the Cowboys are not good. But you know what? They're making a ton of money. Their valuation has been pumped way up.
Yeah, the Marlins though. Yeah, see the thing is, attendance there is bad. Like,
I mean, that's like Tampa.
yeah, it's see that's part of the
And
problem
see,
too.
that's the same thing with Tampa. They had Archer,
Yeah, 'cause
Archer was a
I
stud.
like,
right? He got traded. You know what? Pretty soon, in the next maybe 2 to 3 seasons, Snell's gonna be gone, right? Cy Young candidate. He's gonna be gone
Yep.
because they can't retain him. Because they can't put a team around him. I mean, they traded everybody away this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what the White Sox did when they had to give up Sale. They're like, we got to protect the farm. Like there's only some teams
Baseball
that are
in
always
Florida
in
is tough.
contention and always willing to spin.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers, right? Like the problem with the Red Sox pretty soon is they don't have any farm system because they gave everybody away.
Yep.
Now they have to start paying everybody. Right now they have Chris Sale on a relatively affordable contract. His next contract is not going to be affordable.
That's how it goes. That's the biz.
That's the biz.
They got him, a World Series, so
Yeah.
it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Some teams spend and don't get it. It's the payout is the World Series.
It's all about the rings, right?
It's all about the ring.
All right, let's go. Let's go to your section.
Oh,
we
man.
titled this Sam's Soccer Section.
Oh man, it's far from my favorite sport, but I follow it. Like I said, hey, it's another chapter in El Clasico, man. It just played tonight over there, but this afternoon here, 1-1 tie. They're gonna go back to in a couple weeks. They're gonna play again in Madrid. See who's gonna win between the two legs.
Big good game.
It's always interesting and watch them go at it. Like I said, it's just when they play each other, even in like exhibition, it draws a lot of attention,
It's
man.
gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up. They play. I don't know when the next time they play, but it's for the Copa del Rey. It's not a La Liga game, so it's for a different kind of trophy. Anybody understands?
So many damn trophies.
Yeah,
man.
it's one of those things, man. But anyways, keep an eye out for who. It's a semifinal game. It's not even a final.
Oh, it's a semifinals
It's a
game.
semifinal, man. The thing is, like the old saying, like the Western Conference final is the real final.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically, this semifinal is the real championship for the Copa del Rey trophy, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't think on the other side, I'm not even sure who's on the other side. I looked at it earlier. But, I don't think the other side's really going to are going to be big underdogs, whoever comes out of there. But I thought I'd bring it up. But really, what I'm pumped up for is next week, round of 16.
What we got?
Champions League, man. It's gonna,
Jeep's in there?
yeah, Jeep's in there.
Jeep's
yeah.
playing ATO?
ATL. Yeah, Jeep's playing. Jeep, he's probably favored. Definitely favored. But yeah, I don't know. There's 8 matchups there. I could probably, man. I'm making my picks now. Right there. Manchester City's gonna make light work out of Schalke. Juventus is probably gonna come on top over Atletico Madrid. PSG.
Ooh, I like that.
I'll take PSG over Man U.
Totem?
Tottenham. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna take Dortmund over Tottenham, man. Tottenham dealing with some injuries, and Dortmund's been kind of like they've been coming up. This whole season's been a just new blood, man.
New blood.
They about to win the Bundesliga, man. They just.
So you taking Barcelona then in the next
Oh
one?
yeah, Barcelona. I mean, come on, man.
Come on,
Right there, Roma and Porto. That's a tough one. I'm not too familiar with either, but I'm gonna say Roma, man.
Yeah, I like Roma. I like the sound of it.
Picking the upset, man. I'm picking Ajax over Real Madrid. Man.
I like them too.
Ajax, man.
And then you taking Liverpool here?
Yeah, Liverpool and Bayern, man. That's gonna be the game what everybody wants to watch, man. That's the heavyweight matchup.
The heavyweight matchup.
Yeah, I think Liverpool's gonna pull through, but man, it can go either way, man.
Either way.
Yeah, man, that's some good matchups right there. So, be going on.
All right.
All right.
Let's introduce people to this new section we got. So we posted up one video already.
Mm-hmm.
We call this tag.
Yeah.
Two Asians gamble. But just for the record, Sam and I actually don't have real money on this.
No.
But
Play money.
yeah,
like
this is just play money.
online poker, you know.
So what it is Sam and I are starting out hypothetically with $1,000, and the bets that we do, we have to do a bet every day, and you guys will have those bets up by 5 p.m. Central Time, so you guys can follow us, fade us. It doesn't matter.
It's all crap.
It's to us. It's all fun and games, and you can get a piece of our mind, but without us actually being on the hook for it. But you know. The rules are Sam and I have to pick a game. We have to have it posted up by 5 p.m. Central every day, except today. But we're picking a late game today. And the max we can bet is 10% of our bankroll. We're not gonna include juice. We're just gonna do even. Straight up 100 for 100.
But the spread is in play.
Yeah, you can do spread
or total.
You can do the money line, but you do have to calculate. The most we can risk is 10% to win whatever it is if you're doing a money line, right? And you don't have to do the full 10%. So we started with $1,000. We actually started this yesterday. Mm-hmm. Sam had picked Toronto plus 3.5 over Philly. He won that.
Easily
because they actually won straight up. So he's 1-0. At 1,100,
yep.
And I have picked Minnesota -2, they lost. So I am at 0-1, $900, and then we will now give you 2 days pick that you still have 30 minutes to put it in if you really wanna. I'll go first. I'm taking Houston -3 against Sacramento. There's only two games left.
Man,
There's only 2 games left. So, and I'm doing the full 10%. $90.
No, really?
Let's go.
Man, I'm going to go with the other game. I think San Antonio hangs in there. They're 14.5 points.
14.5.
14.5, right?
Yeah, 14.5.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sam's pick, San Antonio plus 14.5.
Yeah, I think they
Dirty
hang in
Rice. Chef Lou is taking.
No, and I'm not too confident. I'm just going to put $50 here.
Oh, okay.
Right,
So he's
yeah.
only doing $50. All right, he's at 1,100.
Because I can see just Golden State just putting up 140.
You
know what I mean?
That's
I can see that.
That's just another day. It's just practice.
Yeah, exactly. But I got a feeling that they're just gonna try to slow it down and kind of hang in there. Though, they'll probably lose, but
they'll probably lose.
But I'll take the points here. $50.
50.
I wasn't as confident as last night, Toronto. I was like, come on, how are they underdogs?
Yeah, it's just, sometimes the lines don't make sense. But
yeah, well, when the lines don't make sense, that's where you make your money.
Yep. So there y'all have it. That's actually going to wrap up 39. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if it was glitchy, it's because I'm actually producing the show as well. So bear with us. But again, thanks guys for tuning in. If you have any questions or anything, drop a line. One thing is Sam and I actually do not have a bet yet on what this would all mean once this is all over for our or for our little thing. So if you guys want, drop something.
Ideas of what the prize
what the consequences here.
Yeah.
Like obviously there's gonna be no money involved, but it could be anything crazy, man. I keep dropping the one chip, but just examples. Examples of
one
what,
chip is off the table, man.
Of what could happen,
So Seen a dude eat one chip and he's sweating his ass off.
Yeah, he's like, oh, where's the milk?
No, thank
Where's
you,
the
man.
milk?
I ain't trying to torture myself. I like hot, spicy foods, but nah.
Hey, man, maybe our tolerance level are a little bit higher than the rest of those, man.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
man, nah.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
just saying,
yeah.
man. Like, I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with it. We'll see what happens. We'll let the people decide. We'll let Tats Nation decide.
Yeah, all right. Sounds
You
good.
got any last word?
Your last words?
Any last word, man?
Man, I wasn't even thinking of one, but nah, not really.
No words. All right. Well, you know what? That wraps up
39.
39, and see y'all next week.
Mm-hmm.
On to the next one. And we're out.
Out. Peace.
TATS. Two Asians talk sports.